a bite. I just wanna nibble on your night. So sentimental when I step in the middle, when I do a little dance to the turns daylight. So jump in the moment. Margella got me feeling iconic. And if you can't groove, she don't want it. Great sex, say less.
Baby, what you talking about?
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Twin Cities and U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, the home of the Vikings. All right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Opening carry of the game for Aaron Jones. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. They run it once more with Jones. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. He's got a receiver, it's Addison. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
What a run, he brings it to the red zone, taken down inside the 20-yard line.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
They'll go back to Jones on 1st down.
He's on bounds at the 13-yard line. It will pick up a 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Play fake to Jones, now Darnold. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. He was looking for T.J. Hawkinson on that one. And now it's going to be 3rd down.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
7th play of this opening drive, and here's 3rd down. Darnold now to throw. He's got his man. It's Jefferson. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Here's Darnold. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll put Addison in motion. They look to run with Jones. And this one's blown up. It's back at the 5-yard line now.
It's a loss of 4. Brings up 3rd and goal.
They'll try and throw. Here's Darnold. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Minnesota. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. First and 10. They'll run with the former 7th-round draft pick, Isaiah Pacheco. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Hopkins sent in motion. On 2nd down, Mahomes. That's caught. Travis Kelce. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
First down throw, Mahomes. Open man, downfield, it is Hopkins. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. Big play for KC. 31 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Movement up front. And that's our first time tonight to check in with our referee. Off the play fake. Mahomes. Pressure gets there. And down he goes.
To play in the NFL, you've got to have a short-term memory, because regardless of whether the previous play was good or bad, they're going to line up and snap it again. In this case, really nice job bouncing back. They put the bad play behind them, forced the sack in the ensuing play, and they're right back on track.
Mahomes now on 2nd down. To the right side, hauled in by Kelce. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. Next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
On 4th down, Super Bowl champ Harrison Butker now for the Chiefs. Officially, this will be a 43-yarder. Butker's kick is good. And the Chiefs are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides... So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
We are through one. It's the Vikings with the edge. More from the Twin Cities in a moment. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Darnold. That is going to be intercepted by Trent McDuffie.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. On on the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. He's inside the 30. And he's going to take this all the way home. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, KC. Harrison Butker now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chiefs are on top. It's now 10-7. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. He's going to lose a yard. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
And this ball batted away and incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Addison that time. And that will lead to a second down.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
He'll get this ahead for about 3, with Justin Reed up from his safety spot to make the stop.
It's 3rd and 7.
Throwing on 3rd down is Darnold. And that is incomplete.
Based on the routes downfield, it looked like the protection was designed to give the quarterback a little bit more time to wait for things to uncover downfield. So give credit up front to the defensive line. Immediate pressure early speeds up the quarterback's clock. He's got no choice than to get rid of it, probably a little bit earlier than he would have preferred.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. In motion, it's Jefferson. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. That's incomplete. Daring call on 4th down. Does not work out, and it results in a turnover on down.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Here's Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. And he will score. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Kansas City.
This is kind of the feast or famine anytime a defensive coordinator dials up a man pressure. And when you don't get home, it just puts so much stress on your secondary, Mike. They feel like they're out there defending their man for an eternity. And quarterback had his opportunity to find his matchup, good protection up front, and they just couldn't hold up in coverage long enough, and they give up a big touchdown.
The extra point by Butker is good. And the Chiefs will get out in front 17-7. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Jones. He'll get about 2. Nick Bolton, the linebacker, there for the stop.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
Again, it's Jones. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down.
37-yard line. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Off the play fake, here's Darnold. Looking for Jefferson deep downfield. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the 3rd or 4th read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jump that route, challenge the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
Once again, it's Pacheco. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
What we're seeing here in this first half, Mike, is an example of the offensive line, the running back, and the play caller all on the same page. The execution and the ability to continue to pick up chunk plays on the ground has been a great start for this offense.
Two minutes to go here till halftime. We'll have more from Minneapolis after this. They go play action with Mahomes. He'll let this go towards the end zone.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you were sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. To throw is Darnold. That's caught downfield by Jefferson. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
Darnold to throw on first down. To the outside, it's looked in by Addison. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
And that one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down. That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
On 3rd and long, here's Darnold. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down. No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. That's going to be caught.
You know, Mike, you could almost just look down in the huddle and the players are looking at the sideline like, Coach, isn't the punt team going to come out? And the coach was having none of it. He says, no, you're staying on the field. We're being aggressive all day long, and we're going to go pick up this first down.
On 1st down, it's Mahomes. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down.
You just can't say enough about how hard it is to play cornerback in today's modern NFL, Mike. I mean, not only are these wide receivers better than ever, but the way the rules are written, you're really out there on an island with not a lot of options. Your technique has to be perfect. Your timing has to be perfect. It's exactly what we saw here, and he makes a great play on the ball.
Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. He's going to look for the home run ball. And the Vikings will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field, following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend. But as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. On play action, here's Darnold. Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we reach halftime, and the visitors, the Chiefs, out on top. As we'll get you down to Orlando now. That's where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman, and our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us. here on EA Sports. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned, so it'll come out to the 30. Mahomes on first down. Got a man. That's Shue. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
Mike, think back to our conversation during the break. We've kind of both asked ourselves, are they content with this double-digit lead? Do they come out and play conservative here in the second half? Well, it took exactly one play to get our answer.
A first down throw for Mahomes. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Mahomes now to throw on second down. To the left side in the hands of Rice. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a first down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
They'll send him over to the left. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. That's deep for the back of the end zone.
So we saw in the first half, Mike, they were willing to take some risks. It allowed them to build this halftime lead. Now the opposing sideline, they're looking to fight back. They're looking to cut that lead down. That's what that coverage seemed. It looked like they baited that quarterback to force that errant throw and lead to that turnover. Now it's their offense coming back on the field with a chance to cut this deficit.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They run straight ahead with Jones. And a nice run there. He'll get 8 to the 28-yard line. On second down, it's Jones. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is. First down. Play fake to Jones, and now Darnold. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
And a pickup of 3 or maybe 4. Nick Bolton, the linebacker, there for the stop.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up third.
They'll go play action with Darnold. And that is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
He's got his man. It's Jefferson. And he's going to pick up the Vikings' first down as they wind up getting 13 on fourth down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. Brian Cook up from his safety spot to make the tackle. Third down and 9. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll let this go deep for Jefferson. And he will score. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown Vikings. That's his second touchdown tonight. A beautiful combination in the air there, the pass downfield, and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. Running with authority. Pushes his way forward for a pickup of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Off the play fake. Mahomes. He'll get that one complete to Rice. And it'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. This caught right side by Worthy. Give him 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
Throwing a comeback route against zone coverage, it could be a little bit tricky. Remember, in zone, the defender's eyes are on the quarterback. So if your receiver doesn't sell that right and this ball's not thrown on time, you're going to end up watching that defender take this thing back the other way.
Hopkins sent in motion. On 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. That's taken in by Kareem Hunt. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
So often for a defense defending the passing game, the most difficult guy to account for is the running back out of the backfield. So a really nice job here bringing him down before he has a chance to pick up any yards after the catch.
Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Gray is the motion man here. Right back to the air for Mahomes. And he's going to be taken down, a sack on what likely will wrap up play in this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Here's Mahomes. Under pressure, he's going to go down again. They've sacked him for his 2nd consecutive time. On 4th down, it's Matt Ariza to punt for KC. Brandon Powell, the veteran, back to take this one back. Now a fair catch, and it's going to be a long field. They'll take over right about their own 13. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. On the handoff, Jones. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. They'll put Addison in motion. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. He's going to have a 1st down on that gain up to the 25-yard line.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Jones now on 1st and 10. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Well, this has been the story of the entire game, Mike. It's just how well this defense has played, particularly against the run. There has been nowhere to operate for this offense, and it continued here on this last play.
This is Jones. And he'll take this up to the 30. Pick up a 5. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Working out of the gun. It's Dark in trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Trailing late. They've got to go here. It's fourth down. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's got his receiver. It's Jones. And he's out of bounds, up beyond the 40-yard line. A gain of 21 as they get the conversion on fourth down. Running left, it's Jones.
Aaron Jones, the ball carrier. Out of bounds across the midfield at the 48.
Second down and 3. Now a handoff. Jones. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
Well, here he is just taking over this drive from the running back spot. Frankly, Mike, any time the secondary and defensive backs are making a lot of tackles downfield, you know the offensive line's doing their job up front, and we can see the results.
Darnold to throw on first down. He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
A gain of 11, and it's first and goal. They'll run it here with Jones. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up second and goal. Second and goal. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. Again, it'll be Jones. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Aaron Jones. Touchdown, Minnesota. Will Reichard now on for the extra point. He gets it to go. And the Vikings move out in front by 4. It's 21-17.
Will Reichard, the kickoff for the Vikings.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. Here's first and 10. They put Kelsey in motion. They'll drop to throw. To the left side, caught by Kelsey. Here comes second down. Here's Pacheco. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
The sound deafening in the dome. It's third down. Mahomes back. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on fourth down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation. And right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
The offense staying out there for this fourth down. Here's Mahomes. That is hard. He gets the hook up with Rice. They convert with a gain of 15.
And now after that big completion, Mike, they can't panic yet. They're not into the mode where they're in desperation. They have 2 timeouts in their back pocket. Take a deep breath. Get your best first down play call to your quarterback. A field goal's not going to do it. They got to think touchdown all the way.
Final minute, still 2 timeouts remaining as we get to first and 10. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Shaquille Griffin. And the Vikings will have great field position as they take over at their own 45.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
First and 10. Throwing, Darnold. Open man downfield, it's Addison. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. And they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one. Now KC going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one. To throw on first down is Darnold. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. On the give, it's Jones. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to third down. The Chiefs will use their third and final timeout here, and they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. They need the 24-yard line as they come up for third down. Darnold now to throw. He dives, and what a catch for the first down. That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota. The clock is stopped with 21 seconds to go in the game.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's first and 10. Now Jones. And a nice gain there on first down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. So a win here for the Vikings. And it was their defense that led the way as they pitched a shutout in the second half. No points allowed, and they cruised to victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen. Our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Vikings, as we say so long from Minneapolis.